This being recorded.
I like Steve's background.
Wow. Well, that's better, whatever that was.
Yeah.
He's gone. Okay. I'm glad. We're just getting two folks who are, it says joining, so I think they're about to come in. And we do have a quorum, which is very exciting. We also, while we're waiting for our quorum to show up, because like I said, I can see the two, they're the two Islanders. It says joining, so they'll be here in a sec. We got a new owl. We got an owl.
There's a lot of feedback.
Yeah, we're getting it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the meeting being held in the school.
So Phil, if you're able to mute yourself, that will stop the feedback.
You're not supposed to be there at the meeting.
Just need to do that. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to. No, it's fine. Okay. Catherine, is that better? Good. Okay. Super.
And you admitted all from
I
the
it says joining. Oh, here comes Alicia. Here comes Esmeralda and Anders. It won't even let me. That's weird. Okay. Promise we're going to get started. We've hit admit, but it's not working. So how many are we at now? 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now we're at 9. Because I can't get Esmeralda in, and I don't know what happened to Alicia. No. Yeah, but I don't know if that's the issue. Is it? Maybe it was.
In-person things.
Oh, okay, but that's still missing Alicia. So hold on. 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. So with 10, I'm gonna recommend because so many of our team members need to get off for their Nauset school committee meeting. I think we probably need to start, and so we need to do that. Matt, you could do MASH.
Okay, Matthew.
Yeah,
We just need one.
just one.
Well, I'll make the motion that we suspend them so that we have a quorum for this meeting.
Suspend which district?
Mashpee.
Okay.
All right, and I'll second that. We need a roll call vote for that.
Yeah, so that was motion by Mary Rose, seconded by Terry.
Okay, roll call vote.
Okay, so I was Andre.
He's not here.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, the first time around. Here.
Steve.
Okay, Steve.
Yes.
Bill. Oh, sorry, Mary Rose.
Yes.
Bill. Bill.
Oh, we got Melissa. Hold on. No,
There, I'm here.
Still might need to be reminded he's muted.
I don't even see Phil.
Deborah.
Yeah.
A little girl reading a book.
We'll skip Phil and come back to him.
Okay, Devin.
Yes.
Okay, Terry and yes. Alicia.
She's not here. Sorry.
Okay, Kelly.
Brad.
Yes.
Esmeralda.
Yes.
Okay, Catherine.
Yes.
No Kathy. No Gina. No Alexis. No Tyler. Roger. Where did Roger go?
Roger's no.
Oh, he's not now. He was here. Melissa.
And Melissa.
Roger was
Here.
So you're gonna vote Melissa to temporarily suspend Mashpee, so it's either a yay or a nay.
Yes.
Okay. Now you can call it to order.
Okay,
Can you just write down who's not here?
okay, so we'll call the meeting to order, March 11th, 2026. And, we'll have to do roll call, because that's the protocol, even though we kind of just did it, but.
Yeah.
Okay,
For attendance?
yeah,
No.
okay,
So,
All right.
start with
Steve. Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Bill. Okay, we'll come back to Bill. Devin?
Yes.
Okay, Terry Ann, yes, Alicia, no, sorry, Brad.
Yes.
Esmeralda.
Yep.
Esmeralda.
Yes. Yes.
Catherine.
Catherine, yes.
Roger.
Roger?
Nope, he's not here.
Oh, Melissa.
Here.
Okay, and Phil? Can you just wave? All right. Okay, so,
he doesn't have his camera on either, you know.
okay,
So then do we need to have,
Do we need to suspend one other since we can't get into?
I think so.
yeah, okay, so,
Who's the other one?
You can do, churro.
so Mary Rose.
Okay, I'll move that we suspend Toro for the purposes of a quorum for tonight.
Okay, and I'll second it. So, sorry, we have to do this again. Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Phil. Devin,
Yes.
Terry Ann, yes. Brad,
Yes.
Esmeralda.
Yes.
Catherine.
Catherine, yes.
Roger.
Roger's not back.
I think that's why we get the
and-
interference. I think that's what we're trying, right?
Melissa. Melissa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catherine, you have two squares, and one of them is echoing. One of them is
Yeah, I'm gonna X out.
So I just muted you, Catherine, and that should help with the echo. It did on our end. Hopefully it does on yours.
But she still can speak.
Yes, once you want to speak, just unmute yourself. Okay? All right, we're gonna get started because so many of you, particularly our Nauset folks, have 6 o'clock rescheduled school committee meeting. So I had asked the chair if it was okay if we push all the votes up to the beginning of this meeting, and then we can do the informational stuff after, which will allow those who need to go to their other meeting to go. I don't know, is that something you have to vote on to change the order?
No, the chair can move things
Okay,
at his or her discretion.
perfect. So if everybody's cool with that, then we can start with the approval of the minutes.
Okey doke. All right, could we get a motion to approve the minutes of February 11th?
So moved.
Okay, for expediency, I'll second it.
So moved by Mary Rose, seconded by Terry Ann.
Okay, so Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Phil, I keep saying Phil, no, sorry. Devin,
Yes.
Terry Ann, yes. Brad,
Abstain?
Esmeralda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
okay, and Melissa,
Abstain.
okay.
Okay, the next, yes, oh, Alicia is that.
Oh,
So-
That's his hand raised.
Who does?
Bill, under Deborah.
I can't, no, he has to, no, he doesn't. That was just where the mouse was.
Oh.
Aye,
Okay,
the-
Alicia voted
approve the
yes.
minutes.
Thank you, Alicia. So I have asked, Mr. Murphy to do his to have you guys vote on the warrants. And then we'll do staffing updates. And then, the board of directors meeting scheduled for school year 26-27. And then we'll go back through in order of everything else. So the first one is the, warrants.
I can make a motion that we bundle warrants number 31, 32, 33, and 34 to vote to approve them.
Okay, so I'll second it. So just to repeat, this is a motion to bundle all the warrants. So we have to take a roll call. Okay, Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Phil. No, okay, Devin,
Yes.
Mary Ann, yes, Alicia,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
and Melissa.
Yes.
Okay, doke. So that's motion carries.
To bundle the
The
warrant.
bundle to bonds.
now I'll make a motion to approve the bundled warrants.
Okay, and I'll second that.
So motion made by Mary Rose, second by Terry Ann.
Okay, Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Bill. Devin,
Yes.
Terry Ann, yes, Alicia,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
and Melissa.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so those warrants passed.
All right, we'll do staffing updates now, which we'll only do the vote. I'll explain about the bullets that are under it during my report.
so I'll make a motion that we approve the additions and reductions for the personnel changes as printed.
Okay, and I'll second it.
So moved by Mary Rose, seconded by Terry Ann.
Okay, Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Bill, keep trying them. Devin,
Yes.
Terry Ann, yes. Alicia,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
and Melissa.
Yes.
I'll get Alicia. You did, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, we're moving, right? Maybe we should do this every, no, I'm kidding. The last vote for tonight is the Board of Directors meeting schedule for next school year. And we've kept all of the second Wednesdays the same, except in November, because that's Veterans Day. So we've proposed the third Wednesday in November, and they would all be at 5 p.m. And they would all be both in person and virtual, a hybrid offering. That's what's in your packet. So that's what we wanted to bring to you all.
Okay, so we get a motion and a second and then a discussion, right?
yes, I'll motion that we accept the dates for next year, 2026 to 2027 monthly meeting schedule,
The Board of
the
Directors
Board of
meeting.
Directors meetings.
Okay, and I'll second it.
So moved by by Mary Rose, seconded by Terry Ann.
Is there any discussion on these dates or times? Just, again, the November one was moved to the third Wednesday because the other date is Veterans
It's supposed
Day.
to be it says the third Thursday on this here, but you
Oh, it
mean
is.
Wednesday, right?
It should be Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Correct. That is why we say draft. And yeah. Where does it say that? I don't know.
On November 18th, underneath the date.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's the-
I wrote Thursday.
All
of it.
they would all be Thursdays. Oh, no, I
Okay.
clicked on the wrong thing.
They'll all be on Wednesday.
I mean, Wednesdays. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, Mary Rose. I'm so sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's no other comments, we'll take a vote on keeping the Wednesday way it's been for next year as well. Steve,
Yes.
Mary Rose.
Yes,
Phil. Devin,
Yes.
Terry Ann, yes. Alicia,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
Catherine,
Yes.
Melissa.
Yes.
Okay, so that passes. The meeting will be the same just about next year as this year.
Awesome. So, all right, we got all our votes in. That's exciting. So now we'll just go back into the rest of the agenda. As folks need to go, I understand. And thank you for making the effort to come on at 5 so we could have this meeting. We really do appreciate it. Okay, so the next part is the executive director report. So I will share my screen. Then I will make it bigger. So I can see. All right. Catherine, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Perfect. You were my test case, so awesome. Okay, so first is a recognition. So I wanted to make sure that we just took a moment to recognize Amy Lipkind, who will be retiring in 7 days.
Oh, wow.
We have our admin meeting, our big admin meeting right before this meeting, and we start all of our admin meetings where everybody says what they're grateful for. You can pass if you want to, but and Amy's been saying the number days as her gratitude for a while. But I mean, Amy, I'm going to let Patrick talk about Amy a little bit more, but I've only been here a year, and I, first of all, feel like I've known you forever. And second of all, want you to take me with you. But no, third of all, feel like I can't even imagine how this place is going to run without you here. And your incredible eye for detail and real willingness to put it out there, what needs to be said is so valued by me. I really love, and I'm obsessed with your hair. So those, and which I'm protected by you, I recognize that, but I'm really happy for you, but I'm really sad for us. So, and I saw Melissa had written a congratulations.
Well, I'm not changing my phone number.
Maybe should. But I'll let Pat share a couple of words.
Sure. I'm not sure everybody knows what Amy's contribution to the collaborative has been over in this building and location has been over the years. The Challenger Club, which her and Calvin have been got going. Amy's sort of been the go-to behind that for many, many years. Obviously with Calvin too, but getting that going years before we ever came to this building, and then coming here for that in the startup around getting the Challenger Club in here, getting the collaborative in here. They were instrumental in getting that going. Then you know, behind the scenes and keeping an organization running, especially through some challenging times, whether it's change in staff, whether it's COVID, whether it's change in staff again. You know, having somebody who sort of is the one that everyone goes to has been what Amy has provided to this organization. Obviously the Challenger Club, the sandwich Kiwanis, there's probably another one. So you know, that type of institutional knowledge and that type of support and can-do attitude has been located right here.
Yeah.
Whether here or there, for almost 10 years, and that's going to be missed. And you know, your dedication to these missions for your wife was really appreciated. And I'm not sure people across the community recognize that, but I think the 20 folks on our board should be able to get the word out. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I just say?
Yes, please. Oh, it's not my meeting. Sorry.
You think
I'm so bossy. Okay, we'll call it that. Sorry, Mary.
Yes, okay.
No, I just want to say, first of all, that's a lovely picture of you. And secondly, I so appreciated you with my orientation back onto the board after being away for many, many years. And, you were invaluable to me for your history of things and for your insight into, especially when we were looking for our new director. You had so much input to me that really helped me a lot. And I can't thank you enough for welcoming me and for helping me to transition to everything. Thanks.
You're welcome. Aw, thank you. Amy obviously did not know that I was going to do this tonight. And earlier, earlier I pulled up the slide deck and I was like, shoot, I don't want her to see it. So I moved it in my mouth. Anyway, Amy is still here for 7 days. We are still celebrating, and we will be celebrating her March 19th, which we're very excited about. But that is Amy. All right. I did personnel because you guys were going to vote there, but actually, why don't I talk about the two positions? So I just wanted to put, we've posted, but I wanted to put it out to the universe, to those of you watching from home or here. ASLP, we are really looking for resident assistants. There is, so it's somebody who, if they work during the day, they can work during the day and then go to ASLP at night. And if you know of any sort of college age or a young professional, we pay pretty well. I don't remember what it is, but it's pretty good. And we are definitely looking. So I wanted to just highlight that.
So what does it entail?
So an RA is sleeping at Mass Maritime for the 13 days, 14 nights, or 14 nights, 14 days, 13 nights, and has to be on campus from dinner time to breakfast.
Okay.
Is responsible for just making sure that if one of the youngsters is waking up in the middle of the night and needs some help. It's a grown up.
There is security that's happening at the same
Okay.
time. That is not what the RA does.
Okay.
So there are other mechanisms in place to make sure everybody is, stays where they're supposed.
Yeah, the program is really well staffed, but we do need these overnight people.
And how many people and how many residents?
I think we're looking to hire, the last I heard, we were looking to hire ideally 2 male RAs and maybe 1 or 2 female RAs. Is that about right?
He didn't tell me male or female.
Yeah.
He just had me advertise. So
And I think it's like a floor on the college wing. So I don't remember how many that is, but it's not a ton. Like each
How many
floor,
attend ASLP?
225
Yeah.
is where we. So we want it well staffed so that every
Yeah.
kid can reach out as they need to. So again, I figured brain trust. There's a lot of people on this call who know a lot of people, and please put it out there.
Does Mass Maritime has people who do that too?
They do work with us as
Yeah.
well. So Steve, our ASLP director, he was the commandant there, and now is retired and is very, very connected there. So we do have a bunch of Mass Maritime cadets who also support the program.
for the 2 weeks, it's like $2,400.
There you go.
It's like $1,200 per week. Yeah.
And it's just for those
It's just
sort of dinner time hours.
Yeah.
that,
You are allowed to sleep.
Yes, you sleep.
And do they go home on the weekends?
No,
They're
this
home,
it's
it's over the
changed
weekend
to now. It's a full stretch,
of
13
days.
nights,
Okay.
14 days. I also wanted to let you know that I had said last month we were awarded the grant, the Safe and Supportive Schools timeout grant, $50,000. And one of the things we're doing is we are hiring a family engagement liaison. So it's a part-time grant funded position. So it only goes this position through September 30th of 26. But we're posting it tomorrow where they will help lead some parent nights, but also the thing I'm most excited about that they're going to do is create a family resource guide, a virtual one that allows families to search for counselors in the area, wraparound services. The Challenger Club would be in there because some families don't know. So our families who are sort of so isolated sometimes, given the disabilities that their children have a place to go when they need something. The Cape Kid Meals food would be in there. So the person's going to coordinate and put all that together, which I'm like so excited.
So
about.
they should be pretty computer savvy too.
Yes. It's a well-paid position. So I wrote in a decent amount of funding for it. So we are expecting to get maybe a retiree educator, perhaps. Maybe we'll see who we get. But I'm very, and they would work directly with the program directors, with Dr. Woodward and with me.
Okay.
And then this isn't on the agenda, but we did do interviews for the Director of Professional Growth and Innovation. We have not done the contract yet, but we have made an offer to a candidate who we are very excited about. And my hope is at the April meeting, that person will be on the personnel list for you to vote on, and potentially would be able to come.
Okay.
But,
So they haven't definitely accepted yet.
They have verbally accepted.
Okay.
I just haven't had a chance to get the contract to them yet.
Okay.
And until then, I didn't want to share the name.
Yeah.
But I want to thank the program directors, Director of Special Ed and Business Manager, for doing the interviews and working through this process together. I think that we were really thrilled with the candidates we got, and we had a real bounty from which to choose, which is wonderful. So.
And that was Mr. Bogdan's replacement, but it's going full time. Okay.
Exactly. Yes. All right. Next, just a heads up, this picture's from last year. This was my 4th day of work. That was the legislative breakfast from last year. It was in January. We have confirmed with Senator Sears' office, who has confirmed with the delegation, this year's legislative breakfast will be Monday, April 13th from 8:30 to 11 at DY High School. So that's where the delegation comes. School committees are invited. Obviously board members, your school committee members, superintendents, I think assistant superintendents, and we are working, the superintendents and I and the delegation on a program that includes time for us to talk to our elected officials about things that really matter to us here on Cape Cod, related primarily to education. So I would not be surprised if housing was a conversation that we have. I would not be surprised if student mental health is not a conversation that we're going to have. But if there are things you want to make sure we hit on, please send me an email and I'll make sure the superintendents are aware of your requests. So put it in your calendar, you're invited. It's one of my favorite things we do, actually. I love it because as a result of last year's, we got that boiler funded at Waypoint.
Yeah.
And it's a morning, it's, a little bit like planning a wedding, but you have conversations with our elected officials that they learn about stuff that they didn't really know before. And that allows them to advocate for us. And so that's
and the theme that it's Cape wide adds to the punch of your
request.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Snowmageddon 2026. That's not Jamie. I actually was going to see if I could find a picture from one of you and I just went on Google. I was a little late today putting this together. But first of all, hope you all did well in the Snowmageddon. I was without power for quite a long time. It was very cold, but I wanted to first of all let you know that the system worked in terms of I'm on a text chain with all the Cape and Island superintendents. The phones blow up and we're all collaborating and working together on sort of what decisions we're going to be making. But most importantly, that's for our transportation. So whether Star and Waypoint were open, that was a pretty easy decision. But knowing who was closing when, who had delayed openings, there's a lot of schools that we provide transportation for. So I want to publicly say that the sort of Cape and Island superintendent text chain was, like I said, it worked the way it was supposed to. It's a very supportive group. And then I want to thank the collaborative team who, Anders came in at one point when we were closed and turned on the faucets here because we were without power here in Osterville. Waypoint, I think, always had power. Patrick drove by and sent me a video of what the parking lots looked like. You know, we have an internal emergency chain through the collaborative folks, and there's a lot of texts because I'm sending every time somebody closes, and I know it's a pain in the neck for people, but it worked again the way it was supposed to. The last piece I'll thank is Jen, because on Tuesday, so I had no power anytime, but I lost cell service on Tuesday, more or less. So I was trying to call off school, use Infinite Campus to send the snow message, and I couldn't get it to work. And I remembered she had said she had power. So I called her and she was like, I can't understand you. So I ran outside. Granted, I was in my pajamas because I never got out of my pajamas the whole time. But I jumped on a snowbank to try and get just like a tiny bar to say, please send out the snow call. And she did. And I was super grateful for that. So anything else on Snowmageddon?
That would have been a good picture.
But I control the narrative. I will say I had a couple Zooms while we were still off, but Patrick happened to be on one, and I looked very nice on the top. Was I wearing pajama bottoms on the bottom? Probably, yeah. But nobody knew. Anything else though on the snow?
No.
Thank you to the transportation providers who, the transportation folks come in and they clear out the snow, they shovel, they clean off the buses. It's a lot. And they,
you didn't help?
I
heard that Paul used to help.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too. I did not. I will say I couldn't leave my house. So there was a little bit of a challenge there. Gotcha. But
you didn't come out this time.
You enjoyed it so much. Anyway, for a brand new, I'll still call myself brand new for a while, executive director, it was definitely snow by fire. Our last day will be, if all goes well, June 24th. The commissioner did put out that if it goes beyond June 26th, that you don't have to that you can apply for a waiver to not make those days up. My hope is we will not need to do that. But they are sort of working with us at the state level. So go ahead. Sorry.
Again, so the 24th is with what, 5 or 6 days after?
We had 6 snow days.
6 snow days. But it won't go past the 26th.
If we have more, it could, but what they're saying is if any school district in the Commonwealth is going to go beyond June 26th, they can apply for a waiver for the 100. You have to make the 990 hours or the 900 hours, depending on the grade level. But there is flexibility that the commissioner can waive the 180-day requirement if you've made up the hours, if you've done all the hours you need to, which most schools will have. So you can apply if you need to. Again, I have no intention of us needing to. So I'll be out shoveling. All right. Our annual report. So we received the feedback from DESE on our annual report, and I'm very happy to say that we met all of the requirements this year. So we were not required to make any additional changes or add any information or do anything differently next year. And I am sharing that with you. So thank you to the team who put that together. You don't need to do anything with this right now, so don't freak out. But our coordinated program review, which is now a tiered focus monitoring, which for a collaborative is actually called a collaborative review. Part of it is civil rights. And so I had asked our attorneys to put together a list of policies that we need. And this is what they came back with. So I am in this self-assessment is due in 2 weeks. I'm in the process of creating draft policies for all of this. Creating is a strong word. I should say looking at districts and borrowing policies for all of these. I will upload drafts of the policies to the audit. At some point, we may want to consider a policy subcommittee, then going through and looking at it with us and then bringing it to the full team for review. But I do not need that done before the audit. So just keep that in mind that we may want to have a policy subcommittee come together. Update on professional development. So last year, Dr. Bogdan talked about, he brought in Steve Gill, and it was an online, 2-day virtual online training on determining whether a student who's an English learner is also disabled or if it's the language acquisition. You remember him saying it was so well received that none of our member districts even had to pay for it because we had so many people from outside. The curriculum directors have asked for us to run it again. Wow. So I have put out a Google form to special education directors and curriculum directors asking, hey, I met with Steve Gill last Thursday. He's lovely, by the way. Like, I think I have to go to this training because I just enjoy him so much. Oh, here comes Andre. And he has 2 dates in the fall, one in September, late September, early November. Can we do a level 1 and a level 2? There's a real name for it, but I couldn't remember what it was. So I put out a Google form to the districts asking them if they will send people. We need 50 people at each to make $100 a person work. And right now for level 1, I have 56 people that they would commit to. So I'm already there. And I just sent this out too on Friday. I have 25 for level 2. So we're going to run both of them in September and November. He can take up to 200 to 220 for each session. So we're really excited about bringing him back. Alvin Oliver. So you heard us talk about the restorative practices. That's in 2 weeks, the 26th and 27th. All of our staff are going, but then we had a few additional spots. We filled those spots within days, and now we have a wait list. So we may potentially look to bring him back again next year. And then, I already, spoiler alert, Director of Professional Growth and Innovation, I said we have a finalist that we are proposing a contract for. So that's where we are with professional development, and that's my last slide. So back to, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop sharing, and then Catherine has her hand up. Is that okay? Sure.
I just
Go
had
ahead, Catherine.
I just had a question about the Steve Gill PD. Are you going to send that out to other districts, like, for example, New Bedford?
Absolutely. Not until the end of the summer. Because we want people to be able to hire their staff first. But yes, and if you know it's something someone from New Bedford is going to want to do, let me know and we can hold a spot.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. And I see, let me just look in the chat and just make sure there's nothing there that I don't want the AI companion. No, congratulations. Oh, and then somebody was jumping off. Okay, so that's my report. And I'm done.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is a financial review. Patrick?
Sure. This is, I tend not to do this. I tend not to read or summarize what's been in the report, but I think this is an important time to make sure that we do have some review of this. It's really regarding the fiscal year 27 budget assumptions. And I've listed all this in the report that was sent along. But the couple of major assumptions and work that we've been doing and how that's going to potentially affect our budget, I just want to review. So, realignment of our paraprofessional salary tables. We have 2 salary tables, level 1, level 2. There's been a long desire by some folks in this room to condense it into one salary table, and at the same time make sure that we are more competitive with districts and what we pay our paraprofessionals. We've had discussions this year with, I believe over the past year, with our special ed directors on how we should be compensating our paraprofessionals in terms of what comparisons we should use. We clearly stated that we should use the salary tables at Barnstable and BY because they do have specialized programmatic paraprofessionals. So that's what we use as comparisons. We will not be directly comparable to them across the salary table, but we'll be getting closer to them. So when we are enhancing our paraprofessional salary table and putting people on that salary table, that's a significant increase for many of our paraprofessionals next year if the budget is approved, and that will have a large impact on tuition rates. The second thing is just our general effort to make sure that our staff are staying competitive with teaching staff and administrative staff across the region. That has been an ongoing effort. We take a look at COLAs that other districts are providing. We take a look at benefits that other districts provide, especially the employer-employee healthcare split. Our healthcare split has gotten better. It's 65% employer to 35% employee, but it's still on the low end of the range. We also don't provide our general education staff or administrative staff kind of longevity or those types of other ways to get compensated. So that goes into our recommendations on salary. So those are the two big components of our salary and benefit tables that we'll be creating. What that means, just to cut to the chase, what that means is that I am going to make a recommendation unless I hear pushback from this board, and there's no vote needed today. No votes will be taken till April. That we are considering an across-the-board tuition increase of 5% for STAR and Waypoint committed and regular tuition. The final variable on this is a discussion that we're having with special ed directors on how many committed slots they will make next year to Waypoint. If that number is what we expect it to be, then this 5% would stay the same. If something significant changes with that, then we might consider a split rate tuition increase, which we've done in past years. We'll know more over the next month on that front. We've talked about the increase in Cape Cod Municipal Health Group insurance rates. Those rates are going up by 8%.
Whoa. Everybody awake?
They were being discussed. There was projections that they were going up by 18%. 8%. Again, our split is 65-35. So that's a whack with it. Anybody who's is an hourly or salaried employee. So we're trying to make that up with the COLA. Other items in the budget that we've gone through a little bit, and I just want to remind people so that there's no surprises. We've discussed acquiring 14 big buses. We've discussed acquiring 6 small vehicles. We've also discussed, or in the previous meeting, but we will have more information. There may be a final payment required to our Waypoint contractor. I know we're a couple of years away from that for reasons we can't quite understand. The architect and contractor never sent us a final invoice for the retainage on that project. We're we have some arguments that their calculation should be reduced, and we're continuing to make those arguments. But for safety, I would need to include some money in the fiscal year 27 budget to account for any final payments to that contractor. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing any other big assumptions that we have to discuss. I just am always aware that I don't want to feel like we're surprising anyone when it comes to budget votes. Feel free to call me or email me if there's any discussions about this. Dr. Joan Woodward and I, for the past couple of years, have been going to each other's job-alike meetings, meaning the meetings of business managers, the meetings of special ed directors, to talk about these types of trends, the comps, the on salaries, all those types of things. We don't give them specific rate increases, but we allow them to do the math in the room, right? And many of them are pretty good at this stuff, so they do the math in the room with us, and they sort of see what is coming down. So for the folks who attend these meetings, any increases, any rate increases or tuition increases should not be a surprise.
Calvin's surprised.
But we're not going to. We'll be voting on tuition and service rates in April, and in the budget, the goal is to approve the budget in May. But I just wanted to confirm that people have this information. It's not a surprise to anyone. You've been talking with your business managers, your special ed directors,
And superintendents.
thank you, and over the past months. Even though our timeline is a little different than your timelines, this should not be a surprise to any of our partners and members out there. So, I know folks have to jump off. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask them, or after the fact, reach out to me directly and ask questions, and I can provide lots more detail as needed.
So just to reiterate the voting process, so tonight is your first read of tuition rates, the draft of tuition and service rates, with the expectation that you'll vote on that at the April meeting. At the April meeting, we'll give you the first look at the rest of the budget, with the expectation or plan to vote on the rest of the budget in May, which then allows us to get the contracts out to staff members, because otherwise, if we do it in June, Troy does not have enough time to generate and print all the contracts. Because as a reminder, our staff are year to year. We are not, and each person gets an individual contract, and that does take a while. So,
Patrick, a couple things. The first thing is, so the 65-35, you're not considering changing at all this year. Is that right? Okay.
Nope.
And then for the para salary, you do plan to get that into one salary schedule beforehand. And am I correct in assuming that that means the minimum they would get is the 4% COLA?
You got it.
Okay. All right. And then my only other thing is the OPEB retirement benefits. I had said that I would be on that committee or whatever, so we can get together to find a good electronic.
Thank you for bringing that up. So in my assumptions, I would be making the recommendation that if we did make a change to the OPEB benefits, right, that it would cost us more, there'd be two things. One, we have a healthy account there. Mm-hmm. If we desired, we can draw down on it, and our actuaries have recommended that.
Okay.
Two, any changes would not go into effect until January of next year.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
You saw that.
Okay.
So because that's when the open enrollment is for retirees next year. So there'd be a minor effect for fiscal year 27, and I didn't think it would have any substantial or material effect on fiscal year 27 budget.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great question.
Okay, no other questions? Thank you, Patrick.
The FY 27 tuition and service rates are just there for your reference,
Okay.
and the rest is just informational, the ACH withdrawals and the account reconciliations.
Okay. So, looks like we're done.
Not it. You guys made us have the fastest meeting of all time.
Yes.
Do we want to talk about the front, the work up front?
Oh, we did want to mention just one quick thing. I promise it's fast. Bumps River Road,
Yeah.
where our office is going to be closed for the foreseeable future, starting March 16th. If you are coming to us, you won't be able to get to us from Bumps River over here. You'll have to go to Lumbert Mill and come around and then tell somebody, and this is from 7 to 5? 7 to 5. Tell somebody you're coming to the collaborative and they will let you through. But we didn't want you to like try and come by and be like, what?
Yeah.
We have placards for the staff, the buses, like Barnstable, the town of Barnstable has been wonderful in working with us. We got a bunch of calls with their communications directors, and they've really tried their best to make this as easy as possible. It's the sewer project.
Yeah.
So thank you for reminding me. I just wanted to let the team know that there's going to be some closures.
It's gonna be for a long time.
Yes.
They don't have construction.
It may stop during the summer.
But there's like
Yeah.
there's tiers, sort of like Mashpee.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
tiers.
Like Main Street on Mashpee, 130 there has been a mess.
Well, I live on the 151
Yeah.
side, and it's atrocious. So, all right. With that being said, Nauset, enjoy your meeting.
And
I make a motion to adjourn.
second, and everyone says yes, right? Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you say
Thank
it.
you.
All right.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank you.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Good stuff.
No wonder-
Aye to adjourn.
I know.
Good- Good seeing all of you.
Thanks, Bill. It's gonna be a